Alright, so I'm here with a review on Payback, and I gotta say, I enjoyed the show. Another good quality pay-per-view here, you know. A lot of good shit tonight, and yeah, the good shit definitely outweighed the bad. So get the show started off. You get El Torito defeating Hornswoggle, and by the way, I got all my predictions right again. Um, who's the man? Yeah, two pay-per-views in a row, all predictions correct. But anyway, to get the show started off, we get Torito defeating Hornswoggle. And I gotta say again, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Some nice high-flying spots there from the actual grown people. And even Hornswoggle had a nice little dive there onto all the people. And yeah, I gotta say, I enjoyed the match. Some nice spots. The part I didn't like, though, they tried to make it funny at the beginning. I didn't really find it funny. The only part I found a little funny was when Torito pushed Hornswoggle up and the ref caught him. I thought that was all right. But what else happened here? Oh yeah, the haircut. I did not like the hair. Getting your hair cut. I'm pretty sure that's Hornswoggle's real hair. I don't know how they could fake that. But why? Nobody was laughing or anything. Nobody was really that entertained by it. So why even cut somebody's hair like that? I mean, it's just stupid. Now Hornswoggle's gotta walk around like a fucking goof. Looking like a fucking goof now with his fucking hair. I mean, it's just unnecessary to punish a guy like that, which actually is going to affect him in real life because now he's going to look like a fucking goof. He's already a midget, now he's got a fucking weird hair. It's stupid, but, I enjoyed it. Then we get Heyman coming out, cutting a promo on CM Punk. The only time they seem to mention CM Punk is when they're in Chicago. But he's he's at the hockey game or whatever. But I guess at least they mentioned him. But again, they only seem to mention them when they're in Chicago. So it's that aspect is sort of depressing. They only acknowledge him, every 6 months when they go back to Chicago or however often they go to Chicago. But then we get Sheamus defeating Cesaro. The match was decent, not anything great, but it was definitely not a bad match, a decent match here. I guess I'll rate all these matches. I haven't really been rating. I don't really rate matches, but I wanted to start rating the matches in the shows as something new to do. So I guess the Torito and Hornswoggle match I'll give I'll give it 3 stars because there was some nice action in there. But so yeah, I'll give it 3 stars. I thought that was a good match. The Sheamus Cesaro, I'll give it 2.75 stars out of 5 too. These are all out of 5, and I'll rate the show out of 10. Yeah, decent match. The one part I didn't like, or there was a lot of parts that were boring, but the one part in particular that stood out on me that was stupid was Sheamus won on a small package. Usually a small package is meant for smaller guys. So to see Sheamus win on a small package just looked awkward. But yeah, I thought it was decent. Cesaro loses. I think I said this in my Payback predictions. If he wins, it sucks because he's U.S. champion and the U.S. belt doesn't mean shit. But if he loses a U.S. title match, so it makes him look weak. And yeah, he lost and it makes him look weak. So Cesaro, it's supposed to be this big, push for Cesaro. He gets Heyman at the Raw after WrestleMania. He becomes a Heyman guy. And now he's fucking losing to Sheamus for the U.S. title. I mean, are you kidding me? It's just so depressing. But yeah, the match was pretty decent. So I'll give it, 2.75 stars. And then we get Ryback defeating the Rhodes brothers. It was alright, an alright match. 2.5 out of 5 stars. Started off slow. A lot of tag. This is a typical tag match. A lot of tag match, or most tag matches, start off slow, and then they pick up the last couple minutes. So yeah, it was all right. Picked up. And yeah, I mean, it was all right. Sort of a random match here at the in the pay-per-view random. I mean, I think it was made like on a pre-show or something, you know. They're like backstage and Ryback and Axel come and confront Rhodes brothers for like no fucking reason at all. And hey, there's a fucking match, you know. And also after the match, Cody says Goldust seems a better tag partner. You know, it's about fucking time they start fucking feuding. I was hoping, you know, it's about 6 months too late, you know. Should have had a match at WrestleMania, but maybe they'll have a match at SummerSlam. So, you know, if they have a match at SummerSlam, it'll be good. You know, it'll still be pretty good. But yeah, hopefully they have some kind of match at SummerSlam. You know, I think they should just break up. You know, Cody Rhodes just fucking attacks Goldust and destroys him or something like that. You know, I think they're going in sort of the wrong direction with Cody Rhodes saying, "Oh, I'm not good enough." You know, sort of. You know, I don't think that's the right way to go. But maybe they have something set up, which I will enjoy. And I hope that's the case. So then we get Rusev defeating B. Langston. Alright match. I'll give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Some good spots here, you know, between two big men. You know, I'm probably saying it's okay is pretty generous too. It was sort of a short match. Cool spear by Big E through the ropes on Rusev. That was a pretty cool spot. And you know, this feud though is just so retarded. You know, Lana, I like Putin. You know, Russian flag. Yeah, go Russia, go Putin. And then we get Big E Langston. I like America, USA, American flag. Yeah, very, very retarded. You know, just can't basic. You can't get any more fucking generic than that. You know, like no thought. It's like, can we get at least some depth into these feuds? But okay match, I guess. And you know, didn't really care about this match either. You know, two guys who I don't really like that much, but match was alright, I guess. Then we get Bo Dallas. It's supposed to be Bo Dallas versus Kofi Kingston. Kane comes out, choke slam, tombstone the Kofi, and Bo Dallas comes in and he's like, "Oh, you could or something, you know, good try again next time or something." I don't know. He said something. I guess it was a little bit funny with Bo, but I didn't even fucking laugh, so it wasn't even that funny to me. So this was very stupid though, just some random ass bullshit here, you know, with Kane. Kane is just, you know, just fucking retire. He's just wandering around choke slamming people now for no, you know, I don't know why. You know, I guess they were saying, oh, Kofi was talking bad about the Authority on Twitter. So, you know, Kane basically just choke slams people now. So, I mean, nothing really for Kane to do. Why doesn't he just retire? You know, Kane, I don't know about Kane, you know. I guess he's pretty good when he gets like the more of the heel demon sort of character. But he's old. He's like 40 some years old, and it's time for him to fucking retire. So this was pretty stupid, I thought. Then we get Bad News Bear defeating RVD. Alright match here, maybe even decent. I'll give it, to be generous, 2.75 stars. You know, I sort of want to be positive today since it was a positive show, so I'll give it 2.75 stars here. Yeah, just a normal match here, nothing special. I didn't think this would be a great match. I just saw like Bad News Bear at RVD. You know, I just didn't expect them to put on that great a match. I don't know why. I just felt like, you know, like these two people wouldn't mesh that well together, even though they're two pretty good wrestlers. So, yeah, decent match here at best. Again, 2.75 stars. Then we get Brian and Brie in the Stephanie promo. I thought this was a very good promo here. I enjoyed it. Brie called Stephanie a bitch, which I enjoyed. Stephanie, which I didn't like, mentioned Punk, called him a quitter. You know, pretty stupid. You know how they keep demonizing Punk for leaving when, you know, they should. Why is he a quitter? You know, why is he wrong? They obviously think he's wrong, so tell us why. Why do you think he's wrong? You know, they just keep. They don't even tell us anything about the situation at all. So, yeah, I thought this was a nice promo here. Then Stephanie gets slapped by Brie Bella. So yeah, and then Brian's keeping the belt. Bree's fired, I guess. You know, not a big fan of Brie Bella either. I mean, she's okay, but and then Bryan keeps the belt. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a very good promo. Some nice lines from Stephanie too. Some nice lines from Bryan and Brie. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It just meshed well together. Then we get Cena defeating Bray Wyatt. Fucking great match here. Very much enjoyed it. You know, my favorite part was where Cena threw those steel steps and they fucking looked like they killed Bray Wyatt. I'm like, usually they just throw the steel steps and he gets out of the way, but I'm like, holy shit, it hit him. I'm like, that was fucking awesome. You know, a lot of great spots here. Cool, that suplex on the two tables. You know, but one bad thing about it, Cena did win, which I predicted. I knew he would fucking win. So he buried Bray Wyatt, literally and figuratively, because he put him in the, whatever that was. The last move of the match where Cena A's Bray onto the, I don't know what the fuck that was, cardboard or whatever, and then he covers him up. He buried him, literally, like, inside that thing, because JBL was saying, oh, he buried him. I'm thinking, yeah, he did bury him in two ways. So, I mean, I didn't know if they did it on purpose or not, but, you know, to say, hey, IWC, there's your guy, he just got buried by our guy, you know. But I just thought of that. But yeah, great fucking match here, very much enjoyed it. Then we get Paige defeating Alicia Fox. Mediocre match here. Pretty boring, didn't even care about this match. And Paige wins, which is probably better than Alicia Fox having the belt, but I don't fucking know. I don't even fucking care about the Divas division that much, but I guess a mediocre match here. And by the way, Cena versus Bray, I'll give that one, I don't know if I want to give it 5 stars. I'll give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Or, you know, 4.25 out of 5 stars, because the beginning was sort of boring, you know. So 4.25 out of 5 stars. And the Paige Alicia Fox match, I'll give 2 out of 5 stars. There was some good, decent spots in that match. Then we get the Shield defeating Evolution. Very good match here. Did not think it was great. I'm sure a lot of people will say it's great, but I did not think it was great. I'll give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. It started off boring. I hated the concept of, oh, you know, it's no DQ, but they're staying right there on the sides of the, you know, it's like they could just run right in and interfere. You know, it was very illogical. Again, think with your fucking brains. You know, they're like, oh, I don't know, I'm just gonna make up a name. I'm not saying this happened, but like, oh, is Rollins gonna get to the corner? You know, oh, Triple H is trying to stop them. Well, they could just run right into the ring and stop them. Batista and Orton are right on the side. They could just run right into the ring and stop him from getting to his partner. So I hated that, you know, part of the match. That concept, like, oh, it's no DQ, but we're just gonna stay right here on the sides of the on the ring apron. But yeah, you know, despite that, I thought it was a very good match. Very cool moment where Rollins, I think it was, jumped from the top of Titantron. I'm like, holy shit, that was cool. You know, and it was a safe spot too, because he was caught by 3 guys, so it worked out where nobody got hurt. You know, but it looked nice. It looked like it was a great spot. And, you know, very good match here. Again, did not think it was great because it started off very slow. It started off pretty slow. So, and one other comment I want to make, I was watching after the Payback, and you got Cena sitting there, and they set it up like an NBA style post interview, like what they do with the NBA. They got the reporters asking them questions, and they're like, oh, are you believe that Bray Wyatt's not going to be singing anymore? And the Cena's like asking, you know, responding to them seriously. It's like, really, it's a fake fucking product, but we're gonna ask those type of questions. I found that very fucking retarded. But yeah, you know, that's just a little side note there. But overall, I'll give this show 8 out of 10 stars. It was a very good show. Another good pay-per-view from WWE, and I gotta give them credit. These last 3 pay-per-views have been good quality shows. So there you go, people.